A while back, I had a conversation with some of the creative directors, and these are guys very high up in Raid, and nice guys. Admittedly, I talked to them, funny. We had a good conversation and stuff. And one of the things that I was driving home in the conversation was I was telling them a collection of characters is extremely difficult for content creators or people who are trying to spend the majority of their time making, crafting and edited videos for your populace. And we generate tens of thousands of downloads for their game, which equates into millions of dollars of revenue, and millions of views. I mean, I myself have millions of views on Raid Shadow Legends, millions. So it's like you do, in fact, bring a lot of revenue to their game as well as a lot of views. And so I said, hey guys, look, I understand that we kind of have a role to play in helping you guys out, and you have a role to play in helping my channel out, because without Raid Shadow Legends, I probably wouldn't have grown at the rate I did. And, it fits very well with the theme of the channel. And I was thinking, maybe since we have such a great, wonderful partnership, I'm bringing you guys money, you're bringing me subscribers, maybe I can get my hands on a couple of these good legendaries you guys have the hands of. And I received a few responses over time, because I asked multiple times for characters like Martyr, Vizier, Warlord, things like this, which I ended up having to pull by myself. And over time, eventually when I got into the video conference call with the creative directors, they essentially said that, hey, I'm sorry, we cannot give content creators individual legendary characters that they ask for. This would create a PR issue as well as an unbalancing issue in the game. We've seen it before where games have given people, top tier characters, individual people top tier characters, and not, the populace at large, and people complained about the balance. And we really are concerned about that and about the bad PR. So I completely understood that, and I thought, that's actually a fairly reasonable way. I'll build my channel, I'll use the money I gain from my channel to acquire the characters, and it makes perfect sense that they can't give out characters that would fundamentally change the balance of the game, as well as you can't give out characters that would fundamentally give you an advantage over another character. I completely understand that. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to make tournaments where people who spend tens of thousands of dollars, instead of bringing millions of dollars in the revenue, can go ahead and get that character right there. Okay, so I'm kind of memeing. I'm not actually upset, but the Hegemon is an interesting conversational piece. What this essentially means is that Plarium's philosophy either has changed or is different depending on who they're talking to, because the takeaway I had was, and this may be that I'm a little bit more high profile than random people in the game, but I would argue that global leaderboards, which is actually within your game, has some pretty good coverage as well. They basically are willing to give out individual top tier, just game-changing legendaries, and not just legendaries for like PvE self-content, but ones that actually compete with other people in a PvP aspect directly after Platinum Arena came out, directly after Arena Token cells came out. So it's not a bad character selection from their aspect, which is what's the absolute perfect champion to try to make people really want right now. It's probably Hegemon because of the Platinum Arena hype. So I'm not too mad about that. I mean, it makes fiscal sense, but even though it makes fiscal sense, the part where I would start to get concerned is if they decide to push new content only through this global leaderboard payout, meaning if they have, let's say, for the sake of argument, they come out with a new legendary like Hegemon 2.0, and they say, hey, here's a 2-week... my food's here. Thank God, man. I was hungry. So the only way I could really see this leaderboard thing potentially being like a massive issue is if they use the new global leaderboard payout structure as a way to push through some new monetization changes. Let me give you an example. So if they release Hegemon 2.0 and do like a 2-week type of event where, hey, get the new Hegemon 2.0 if you hit the top 10 in the global leaderboard. So all 10 people in the top leaderboard would all get the new legendary or whatever, and that's the only way you get the new legendary for like 2 weeks before he's released in the shards or something like that. I could see them exploring the new monetization path. Every time I've seen them open up a new way to monetize, they have explored it very heavily. So we're going to see how it goes. But hopefully it's not something of that nature. That's me being really cynical, because this is really just something that we asked for. We said, hey, look, just give global leaderboard some rewards too. I mean, why not? Like, give them something because they're spending tens of thousands of dollars. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt and say that's what's just going on here. So I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I mean, I know Hegemon's kind of like one we're all kind of feeling a little antsy about it. I'm kind of interested to hear the community's opinion on this one. So maybe leave something in the comments, letting me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll just leave it to the community on this one. But that's kind of my thoughts on that matter. Anyway, I wanted to touch up briefly and talk about kind of the Hegemon thing. Also, leave a comment, let me know what you guys want me to work on. So I can either do Warlord or well, I mean, I've already done the Warlord guide, but I can do an Ethos guide. I can do a guide on this new, the Frankenstein Beast guy I'm getting. I can cover Lysandra, Arbiter. Like, there's a lot of characters I can go over. So leave me a comment on what you guys want to see on this channel, because now that I'm not doing as many shard pose, I'm willing to expand the content for you and give you guys a variety. So I've noticed a lot more legendary books lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like 6,000 points, we get a legendary book. In this tournament, just on your localized portion, there's 2 legendary books here. I know it's 4,000 and 8,000, but still, more legendary books and sacred shards. So, a legendary book here as well, actually. So they've been upping the rewards, I've noticed, and I think that the tournament rewards probably deserve to be upped. Relentless is very nice, but not everyone is in a position where they really want to grind out for kind of the in-game Relentless gear. And the legendary books, however, are very difficult to get your hands on, especially epic books too, for free to play, especially people have their very hard times getting their hands on them. And if you look here, I mean, they're super expensive. They want $25 a book. So for that reason, did you guys notice that the price here is it's $19.99 for 2? Didn't this used to be $29.99 for 2? Did they changed the price on that, didn't they? Also, if you didn't catch it, I did manage to 3-star the entirety of the Nightmare campaign. I used Bad Alcazar plus Valkyrie, and the very last boss here took a lot of tries. If you are able to get through the campaign, you get to the last one, just keep trying if you keep failing over and over again, because I used this exact team, but it probably took me like 20 or 30 tries to get the RNG just right to the point where I didn't get one-shot by Peril at the end. So the campaign is very difficult for sure. Especially, I think it was stage 8 or stage 9, when you get like 4 Valkyries in a row and they just have tons of shields. It can be pretty rough. I'd use kind of a variety of characters, but Badel and Valkyrie worked pretty well for me, so I was able to complete it. And out of the Sacred, I got like something worthless. It was just a chicken. I forget exactly what it was, Doom Priest or something. But so yeah, I was able to beat the campaign. Pretty fun. I'm probably still going to be farming Brew, though, just because it's significantly quicker. I've been trying to climb Arena here. I do the refresh. I pick the free ones. I do the battles against the people that I think I can beat. But I will admit I am impressed with how many people are faster than me. I have basically a 300 speed Arbiter, and I mean, at this rank, I'm not winning as many as I need to be in order to climb. There's some very impressive teams when you get to around this range. And I mean, I don't have bad characters by any means, but it's harder than I thought. I do believe I can get to Platinum Arena, but the thing is as I'm fighting here, the points are going up as I'm doing it. Like it's 838, but it was like 3710 this morning or something. So I mean, it's going up by like over 100 points a day. We're almost at 4,000 points just for the entry point. And if we look at the top players, the ones that are playing the most, it's 4,233 points right now. And Raglan, Hegemon, Santa Claus, and Molly. Some tanky teams, revive teams, do pretty decent at the higher end. And Hegemon really seems to be a very common character at the top end. Let's put it that way. Okay, I suppose the last thing to touch here is whether this pack is worth it. 15 ancient shards, it's approximately like $15. A sacred shard, I would pay like $15 each for, so that's about 45 right there. Yeah, this is probably worth it. I'm sure you can pop it into Brad's value calculator and it'll tell you. I would pay probably $15 for the gems, $10 for the energy, 10 to 15 for the sacred shards, and 10 to 15 for the ancient shards. So it's probably right in there in the value-wise. I'm not actually sure if I'm even going to be buying this because I don't really care about this tournament, if I'm being honest. And the characters I need at this point are so difficult to get my hands on that I'm probably going to only be doing 2 times event here forward. Plus, I'm limited on gems and storage and everything. So, yeah, I think from this point going forward, we're going to be doing 2 times events, and I'll just be saving shards. Okay, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's update. Thank you very much for watching today's morning video. I'll probably have another video out in about 12 hours. And directly after this video, I'm live on Twitch. So right now, if you're watching this and you're hearing this voice, I'm live on Twitch. Twitch TV/Darth Microtransaction. I will leave a link in the comments section. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate all the support. We've been gaining subs every day. Currently, about 65% of the people who watch my videos regularly, meaning you guys watch 4 or 5 of my videos, are not subscribed. So if you're one of the people who see my videos pop up all the time and you like watching my videos, please consider, if you will, hitting that subscribe button as I'm trying to get to that 20K mark. I love you guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.